week 9 of WGU accounting degree. So this past week I finished one class, D076, and then I started the next one, so D101. So the last video I kind of talked already about D076. That's the finance skills for managers class. So basically just updating you on taking the test and how that went. So looking at my notes. Okay. So I think I mentioned this last time that this class was unexpectedly interesting when I started like reading the textbook and studying. And actually it made me do kind of like look up more about like what is a financial planner, what do they do, and it made me realize maybe I want to do something like that. Like maybe I want to be like a financial planner, financial advisor. Not sure exactly if it's like exactly those titles or roles, but that's kind of giving me an idea of other roles out there that I could use my accounting finance skills for. Yeah. So also I took the test on Tuesday. I wish I was able to have taken it on Monday, but like I said last video, I wanted to make sure I had enough time to really learn the concepts and prepare for the test. So I spent Monday doing review, taking the practice test, reviewing what I missed on that, and then Tuesday was when I had scheduled the actual final exam. And so Tuesday seems to be a popular day for tests because there was less availability, so I actually had to take it a little bit earlier than I preferred. And then also on Tuesday, just how the exam went. When I started the test, the proctor I got like immediately started talking, and they didn't use a chat at all. And they also, so the webcam I use, it's not the best. It's 720p, and when you show your ID to it, it just can't focus on the words on my ID. So they always have a hard time looking at it, and like we spend extra time trying to make sure we get a clear enough image so they can verify who I am. And so for this time, I think they were trying to do that, like make sure my idea was clear, but were going about it really roundabout, like asking questions like, are you using a PC? Are you, like, they thought I wasn't using a webcam. They thought I was using the laptop camera, but I was using a webcam, and it just, like, I was getting flooded, like, and it's not how you want to be before you take your exam. So I was still with it enough to just like hit the refresh. So if you refresh the support chat, it will like disconnect, and I think it swaps you to a new proctor, or it just tells them that you want to swap. I'm not sure what it looks like on their end, but basically the proctor said like, we're switching you to a new person now. And when that chat ended, my blood pressure was able to calm down enough, and like all the like adrenaline rushing through me was able to calm down enough that I could type in the chat for the new person, like, please just use the chat only. Thanks. You know, I try to be polite, but I said, please just type in the chat. And they were great. They were like, yes, I will use the chat. We got on with it. I could start my test, and that worked well. So going forward, I think before any test, I will just type that before anything starts. Like, can we just use the chat to communicate? The test itself was fine, very similar to the practice test. So I felt really prepared for it, and I passed it. All right, so now my next course that I've actually started today, and it's the D101, and that one is cost and managerial accounting. And so before I started this, I had made a note to myself, like, hopefully I know the basics of this, and I did, because what's the class before? Oh, I forget, but a previous class actually goes over a lot of the topics in this one. So this one's just more of like an extra layer of concepts on top of what we've already been taught in that earlier course. And so it's pretty interesting. It's going over like costs, volume, profit analysis, job costing again, process costing, the activity-based costing. So it's if you really studied those topics in the earlier course, then this will be familiar to you, and it's just, like I said, adding the extra layer of information. So I thought so far the textbook is really helpful, and I did do good on the quizzes in the textbook, but this time I've been going back, even if I get like 100, to read their explanations of how to find the problem, or how to find the solution to the problem, because it gives me extra information. Sometimes I end up taking notes from that and putting it in my, like, where I'm taking notes, just to really make sure I understand the concepts, because there's a lot of concepts in this course. Also, a resource that's been really, really helpful, again, is using ChatGPT as my tutor. But it's almost like I have to tutor ChatGPT on how to tutor me. I have a project set up in ChatGPT where I have instructions on like what it needs to do, what it needs to avoid doing. And it was really helpful today because I was trying to make sure I really understood the cost, volume, profit analysis and operative income leverage. There we go. I want to make sure to say that. And because if you just take the problem and put it into ChatGPT, it'll spit out like all this explanation, and that's not what I needed. Really, I had I just needed to like tweak a few points. Like I had gotten contribution margin and fixed costs kind of confused, and that was throwing me off in calculations. And so what I started doing is just telling it where exactly is tangled for me, like that's unclear. And then once I see the solution to a problem, I can kind of figure out where I went wrong. And so I'll take that where it went wrong, put into ChatGPT, and then just basically go back and forth with me saying like, okay, I think it went wrong here because of this. Like, why is that not right? I'm just fixing those points. And that's helped me a lot. Let's see. And if you guys are interested in, I don't know, seeing how I'm using ChatGPT, like how I have it set up and the instructions for that, like my accounting degree tutor, and let me know. But yeah, so I would say this week, pretty quick update. I'm planning to just finish up reading the rest of the units for this course. I think I have like three more units to go, so that might take the rest of today. And then tomorrow I'll do the practice test, study for that, see what I missed, and then schedule the final for Monday. If I feel I'm ready, by Monday. And then tomorrow, if there's still time, I'll start the next course and just start reading that. But I probably won't take that test until the next week. I'm just gonna plan to do all my tests on Mondays. So that's the plan. So finish this one up, hopefully by Monday, start the next one, start reading it, and then probably Saturday, continue working on the next course, finish that up, take the practice, and then schedule the real one for Monday. And then I would probably just start the next course while I'm waiting to take the test. So yeah, that's the plan. It might be a little bit more slowed down now, just because it seems like the courses are getting more dense and concept heavy. And I want to make sure I have enough time to absorb it all. That's it. Yeah, thanks for keeping up, and see you on the next one.